This podcast is sponsored by the Boy Scouts of America Northern Lights Council. Good things are happening with Cub Scouts, and now's the time to get your child involved. Registration is open now through October. Get the adventure started at nlcbsa.org.
Storm Tracker meteorologist Charles Picard looking at the Northland Outdoors forecast for this weekend. We are going to be seeing a few chances of showers still moving on through the region on Friday night. The most of those are going to be in southeast Minnesota, pushing off into parts of Wisconsin. However, we could still see some rain moving on in with that northern part to where by Saturday morning, parts of northern Minnesota could still be dealing with rain for the early part of the day, and that continues on throughout the afternoon. However, for the rest of the region, we are really starting to stay dry, at least for the start of the weekend, with sunny skies both down in southwest Minnesota, a few clouds moving on through North Dakota, but then for the evening clearing on out. However, we don't stay clear for too long. By Sunday, we see that chance for a few showers popping on up throughout the afternoon around the Sioux Falls area and the I-90 corridor. And then as we go on throughout the later part of the day, that's where we could see more rain building on in from the west. Taking a look at the winds for the weekend, we are starting off a bit breezy for Friday evening. Winds get up to around 10 to 20 miles per hour in western North Dakota, but for much of Minnesota, a bit calmer, closer to around 5 to 15 miles per hour. Then as we head on into Saturday morning, those winds do start to move on eastward to where we could see a bit of a breeze in the Fargo and Bemidji areas to start off the weekend. And then it does get a bit gustier in Minnesota for Saturday afternoon, with winds picking up out of the northwest to around 10 to 20 miles per hour. Then going on into the day on Sunday, those winds do start to calm down. We can start to see more wind building on in by Sunday afternoon across the Dakotas, and that looks to move on eastward for the start of the week. Temperatures for this weekend, we are staying sunny for some, but it isn't getting too hot. Highs in South Dakota staying in the 70s, some spots in North Dakota barely getting out of the 60s, mostly in the 60s for Saturday. That chance of rain is mainly going to be across the Iron Range and Arrowhead of Minnesota. Temperatures, again, not too warm, staying in the 60s this weekend. Then for Sunday, that's where we are going to see more sunny skies. That chance for a few clouds and rain down in South Dakota, and then warmer temperatures building back in for the start of the week.